Here we're going to talk about the course. We're going to go over the syllabus and explain some things to you so that you'll understand what I'm looking for and my expectations. And we'll go over some of the key parts and things you need to know to be successful students in my class. So if you're doing the getting started topics of this class, you can see all of this. These are your major assignments and weekly assignments. We're going to do journals, we're going to do labs, we're going to do discussions. These are your 3 smaller papers, and then you have 1 larger paper. This is my syllabus. This is the school syllabus. This is pretty standard boilerplate, uh, boilerplate template kind of. Just everyone has the same kind of thing. So this is my version. So it's a little bit more geared from my standpoint. So this explains my teaching philosophy. Um, my philosophy is this: I know this stuff. I went to school for a long time to do this stuff, a long time. So I know this stuff, and it doesn't. I can try to tell it over and over again, but really it's for you. So all of this is based on you. I'm a student-centered teacher. I want it all to be for you. And if it's not useful for you, and if it's not relevant to you, then let me know and we can work on that. My son, when he was like 12 years old, told me he wanted to be a marine biologist. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like scuba. I like snorkeling. I got turtles and lots of turtley stuff and oceany stuff around my house. Um, and so I got him a book about marine biology, and he started to read it, and he was like, this is boring. I was like, yes. Yes, it is. And so he doesn't want to be a marine biologist. And that's kind of my hope for this class for you, is that hopefully we'll discover some things that you like and that you don't like, and that's okay. But it's needing to be centered on you. It's all centered on you. It's a student-centered class. Um, you've got to be active in my class to succeed. You can't let things slide. You got to stay on top of things. If you don't stay on top of things, it's like quicksand, man. It's like quicksand. Other things. Whatever you put into this class is what you'll get out of it. If you put very little effort, you'll get very little reward, and that'd be wasteful. I put some effort into this class, and I hope you will as well. There's my information, book time, see me, court description, first year writing course. So if you've taken a writing course at another college or you're having to repeat this, they're all about the same. So our textbook is this. It's a online free textbook. You can just go to it. It's free. It's all online. Yay! We'll be going through, down here I have like a week by week. You can see what units we're going to cover and things of that nature. But yay. So you will have 2 weekly assignments most of the time, which is a journal and a lab. Journals are reflections that you write 200 words. I'll ask a question, you'll write the journal. Do not use AI to write it. Do not use AI to write this one. All the other assignments, AI is okay. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But for the journal, no AI. Labs, these are little quizzes, I have you read a little reading and then I have you take a little quiz. It's just to help you with the grammar and mechanics of writing. You will have in-class work, 10%, and that includes discussions. I'll talk about that in another video. Journal writing, lab work, the 3 papers, and then the big paper. This is the grades for the school. Anything below 70 is not okay. I don't know why they do that. But 70 is the demarcation line. If it's below 70, you have to take the class again. This explains the journals. Pretty easy. Labs, pretty easy. Writing's pretty easy. And in-class work. There'll be different things. There'll be discussions. There'll be responses. There'll be... so like, for example, something to think about. Week 7, I have something called Library Adventure. I know a lot of people are taking all online classes and they don't want to come to school. I expect you to go to the library by week 7. You can do it now. You can do it in week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. Go there, learn about how to do database research. That's what the whole goal is. You have all the assignments, so get it done. That's kind of stuff for your in-class work. Student learning outcomes. So this is the kind of thing schools really want to know how can a teacher show that the students are learning what the teacher wants them to learn? And that's what this table is. How do you know that grammar will be done? Well, we'll have quizzes, journals, and papers. How we can demonstrate an improvement of communications? We have journals, note-taking, class discussions, and the papers. So this shows what I want you to learn and how you can see if you're learning it. That's what that table is. Course policies, punctuality. We're on online class, baby. No punctuality. Attendance. I take attendance by work. If you're doing your work, you're attending. If you don't do your work, you're not attending. I'm good friends with all the success coaches, so I will be contacting them and ratting you out. I will snitch on you so fast. Late work. I don't really like late work because I've given you all the assignments now. Unless there's an emergency or something really major, you won't get to do late work. Reasonable accommodations. Talk to Dr. Z. If you have, some good news, some bad news, I don't know. I don't do tests. I don't do a final exam. I don't do a midterm. I don't do anything like that. So there should be no test anxieties. We're not in person, other things like that. But if there are accommodations you need, please make sure Dr. Z knows and she gets it to me. And I will more than happily accommodate anything that needs to be done. Technology. You need to be able to use the computer on an online class. So yeah, you will also be allowed to use phones, computers, tablets, whatever you want. Course content note. Sometimes we may talk about a topic that's kind of icky, that makes you feel bad. I don't want to make you feel bad. I don't want to make you feel icky. If there's something you don't want to talk about or cover, let me know. I'm not going to force you to do things you don't like. That's not my thing. That's not my bag, baby. I'm going to try to float and make sure that you feel comfortable. I want you to enjoy this course. I want you to get little good things out of it. It would mean a lot to me. Academic dishonesty. If you have someone else write your paper, that's cheating. If you copy someone else's paper, that's cheating. If you turn in an assignment that you wrote for another class in this class, that's cheating. That's not cool. They're rolling out, and I'm sure you're going to hear about it, different levels. If I catch you cheating, I have to turn you into Chris Corsello, and she will decide what needs to be done. So please don't make me do that. Teaching strategies, we'll do direct instructions, lectures, I'll make videos, independent readings, mostly that because it's online. I'll give you guys links to things I want you to read, and then guided readings as well. I will make videos with the PowerPoints to help you guys. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to keep up with this work. If you fall back, you're going to, and that's not cool. All right, let's talk about AI. I love AI. I use AI constantly in almost all of my work. You may use AI in all of your work. Please understand, especially if it's free, it's not very good. It will make false hallucinations where it'll give you a fake source if you're writing a research paper, and you'll get nailed on that and you'll lose points. It's okay to use AI, and I'm going to be working with you how you should be using AI in a more constructive and beneficial manner than just saying, do this paper. Because if you do this paper, you're going to have a very poor average. So keep in mind, I can give you a score above a 60, but below 70. And that's kind of where that would go. Major assignments, we're going to have a literacy narrative. We'll talk about that. It's assigned on September 1st. Woohoo! And it'll be due September 15th. Boo! We're going to do a profile essay. Yay! And then we're going to do a review essay. And all of these are tied to units in the textbook, so you can read them and give them ideas. You have a major assignment. You're going to do a rhetorical analysis using rhetoric and things of this nature. Here are links. You can look at those. This goes week by week by week. Week 8 is fall break, so there's not a lot to do. We're not going to do a lot that week. And then week 16 is all about your final paper. If you have any questions or problems, please let me know. I'm here for you. Meow. Bye.